Breaking news earlier this morning out of Cairo. The former president of Egypt has died. The country's state television announced the news of Hosni Mubarak's death this morning. Mubarak, as you see in these pictures, spent many of his final years in court, facing charges of corruption and conspiracy to murder. He ruled Egypt for nearly 30 years, but was forced to step down in 2011 during the popular uprising, the Arab Spring. Those are scenes from that. As you're watching them play out there, we remember the live coverage coming out of Tahrir Square for those many days. Michael Serapio, part of the coverage then, and back to take a look at this strongman ruler from Egypt. Michael?
Strongman ruler, people certainly now debating his legacy now that he's passed away, Heather. Although I want to begin here with Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, his office sending out a statement just in the last hour expressing their condolences, saying that Mubarak was very important for Israeli security. And again, that goes to the legacy that he leaves behind. We should point out that it was Egyptian state media that said that he died after undergoing surgery in recent weeks. This is a man who came to dominate Egyptian politics for 3 decades, making a name for himself in the early 70s. He was praised by the former President Anwar Sadat for his strike on Israeli forces in what is known synonymously as the Yom Kippur War, the Ramadan War, the October War. In fact, Sadat made Mubarak his vice president, and it was Sadat's assassination in 1981 that secured Mubarak the top office in Egypt. But despite his earlier military actions against Israel for the West, Mubarak really was a key ally in the Middle East because he kept alive the peace deal that Sadat signed with the former Israeli Prime Minister Menachem Begin. And that is in part what Mubarak is known for, security and stability. But that was also accompanied with strong-arm tactics, a suppression of civil liberties, cronyism. Mubarak, as you said, forced out of office by the Arab Spring in 2011. He was tried on charges of corruption and for ordering the actions that led to the deaths of hundreds of protesters. And let's go back to that trial, Viz, because it shocked many people when they saw this. When the lasting images of Mubarak was him lying in a gurney in the defendant's cage. He was convicted in 2012 and sentenced to life. He was acquitted on most of those charges upon appeal in 2017. His brother-in-law says he died in a military hospital. He was 91 years of age. And while we've not yet confirmed it independently, Heather, already there are reports that his funeral could be held, a military funeral, as early as tomorrow.